Alrighty, hey again out there. We're back on the other world, part two of it, in fact. Last time we went ahead and found some cool place to live at. I like it. It's got a couple of nice floating islands. It's in a spruce biome. Said I didn't want to live in a spruce biome. Promptly found one that was actually cool. You know, whoops. But it doesn't have podzol this time, so I don't have to clear that out for like 5 hours at least. Yeah. Welcome back to Shieldless and Totemless on 1.19.3. Ought to be pretty cool. And it's we don't have a shield, and we aren't getting any totems or shields. That's the whole point of it. That's it. That's all it's for. Yeah, last time we went ahead and settled up here on the very top of this floating island. We've actually got quite a chain of them, funny enough, going all the way over there. And there's even one farther out in the distance as well, and it's like a little sandy place too. So we've got quite an interesting area to settle in, all things considered. But yeah, we've got another cool set of. I don't believe it's floating, but it is connected very oddly. So we'll try and settle there at some point too. Rough game plan for today is get more stuff. Also build a house. That one too. That one might help a little bit. But yeah, last time we were just kind of like walking around waiting to find a good place to settle at, and then we did. All this stuff from looting villagers, I like to mention, so we don't even have to kill any more cows or leather. We can just make all the bookshelves we need for an enchantment. We even got the damn obsidian for it. I mean, that's a pretty cool find. Um, so we've done very, very well, all things considered, when it comes to being up here already. Like, I haven't even had to try that much, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a couple of iron tools here just to kind of get ourselves situated for now. We have a little bit of iron ore tucked away in there, however, that's not gonna quite do it, so we need to go find more. And luckily, you might be able to see it, but tucked way out in the distance there is an azalea tree, which means we got a lush cave nearby. And I believe there's another one out in the proximity too, but it's just somewhere. I think it's over there. Yeah, we'll go for that one first. How about that? It's a nice little straight line. One of the big things we're gonna need for sure is water. We need quite a lot of water to be able to do some stuff here. So we're gonna tuck that away. We're gonna make two buckets. I don't feel like actually dragging it right now, which is why I'm using the menu for once. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make two buckets and go steal some water from down there. We'll bring it back up. And yeah, probably won't die, I think. I haven't done I haven't actually started over in a hardcore world in a very long time for what it's worth, since the other one that I still play on, it was just like a literally like dumb luck first try kind of deal. It works out, but you can see how high up we are on this if I actually pull up the F3 menu. We're at 114 and we just dropped down about 15 to 20 blocks, so good bit of height. It's currently day 9 in game, and we're just gonna jump off here. Now, I should have enough of this stuff lit up down here for it to be safe as well. But our main goal is we're going to be. Oh, yeah, alright, I should probably get rid of this before this turns into an issue, shouldn't I? Wait, since it's slow right now, it can't really do anything to hurt me. Yeah, so we just want to basically like drop a waterfall down into here, and like, it's pretty good. Can't go too wrong with it. Makes it easier to get back up, and yeah, can't go too wrong, so. We're just gonna go ahead and maybe grab some extra wood, cut down a couple of these trees down here. And the main thing is getting a nice way up and down without using like a ladder or something like that, which again, wow, waterfalls, they do that, don't they? And I'm gonna take care of this first actually before I forget. And also so that way I can just go into those mines and do some other fun stuff. We got a nice chunk of food from using a lava bucket and like, stealing a bunch of like bread from villagers. I didn't even craft the bread from like the hay bales. It's still just bread that I found. So it was a pretty good haul, all things considered. I want some of this. What's up? What are you doing? Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day for me so far today. Just been kind of taking it easy. Woke up about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, about 9. Ooh. So it's been a pretty easy day so far. Just kind of preparing to start working 5 days a week when I go back to work on Monday, so that ought to be interesting. Not too bad, but no, I did not die. This is just a separate world that I'm dealing because I don't want to play the other one at the moment. It's still perfectly up and running and all that, but I even did a stream for it yesterday, but I just feel like doing one without totems and shields, so I just have this one running alongside it, so pretty good. I'm not gonna die in the other one, realistically. It's not gonna happen, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the other one I have totems and shields, and like, I don't do anything too dangerous anymore, other than the warden mob switch. That one was a exception, but this one is gonna be a lot more dangerous because again, it's totemless and shieldless, so it ought to be a little bit more interesting to say the least. But it should be fine. Can't go too wrong with it. But I live up there. Means I got to get some water up there to actually get back up. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the follow, Apple Juice. Appreciate it. How you doing, man? Nah, I don't actually even do modded even now. I never was that big of a fan, honestly. It never was that interesting to me. Although I will say I did like the Astromine mod, but they kind of discontinued that very quickly, so a little bit of a shame, but that's alright. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just playing Minecraft again for the first time in a little bit. I've been kind of getting busy at work and all that, but I say busy at work. I never am inherently busy at work, but I still have to show up to the building, so. Oh yeah, I mean I know you did, but again, like I just have never been that big of a fan of modded. So maybe one day if I really, really feel like it, but it's a pain in the ass for me to go through to get mods again, and then also like it's just not that interesting to me, honestly. It's fine, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just not my cup of tea. But I can see the appeal of it. But yeah, having to go back to work is not fun. I mean I sit there and I don't do anything for about 4 hours in the day, and then they've given me a promotion recently for outstanding performance, and like I've maybe worked like 10 hours in total despite actually being on the clock for like 50. So that's kind of cool, I guess. They're upping my pay to 15 an hour and also like 30 hours a week. So I'm gonna start pulling in a good bit of money. Um, Once I have some more space, which will take quite a while, all things considered, I want to do a couple of streams in VR because that would actually be pretty cool. But you know, that's fair. Oh no, not a 6 hour stream or nothing. I just work for 6 hours, but yeah, streaming's fun. I hope you enjoyed Apple Juice. It's pretty good. It's nice just being able to talk with people over like goofy shit, and then it's like I was already gonna do this anyway, so why not like stream it? But streaming's pretty fun. Also, I hope I don't die. Kind of worried about that, but I need to get back up here. I got distracted with all that coal that I need to hold on to for a little bit. Let's see here. This should be a good spot. Shouldn't ruin anything. I'm just gonna like climb up it with a bucket of water. Check this shit out. I should have a good spot on this underhand. Hey, there we go. We made it up. Cool. Okay, well, we would have if I hadn't done that so early, but now we've made it up. There we go. There we go. We'll head back up there. And, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and just place a water bucket down. I'm trying to actually have a nice way up here that isn't just climbing up a bunch of goofy shit with the mountainside. But yeah, this ought to be interesting. I'm going caving today, hopefully, so we should see how that goes. Don't have too many torches, so and then again without shields too, it's gonna be a little bit harder. The main thing that's ever like worrying is like skeletons, honestly, because they're just a pain in the ass. They're a pain in the ass already, but without a shield, they're like significantly harder because you're gonna have to actually block them off to do this. I've had this world specifically here for like 9 in-game days because I just started it a couple of days ago. But the other one that I play on regularly, which I'm just taking a break from, I haven't even died in it. I just want to take a little breather from it because I've been in it for like 1,700 in-game days. which is also hardcore. I can just use shields and totems in it, but the other one I got a little bit too burnt out of because I've got some extremely daunting projects I threw on myself, and I like don't want to do them, so I'm just procrastinating. And also, it's hard getting the motivation for them. I mean, it's building another mountain range for God's sakes. It's a lot of work, so I have to take breaks every now and then when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know. But I still have it, and I still want to go back to it, and I still did even yesterday. But it's nice having a kind of a do over. I just don't want to like do over. I just don't want to have a do over in that world, and then like I still want to actually keep that world, which is why I'm starting over in this one instead of just like going camping basically in the other one because much more valuable to me to just kind of do this. So it's rough sticking to one world for what it's worth. I don't blame you. But the big thing to sticking to one world, pro tip is have like an unholy like large project. Again, I mean I'm talking something that like might take you like years to do, and don't ever expect to finish it, but always have it as like a backup project in case like you want to like have something to do. Like for me, I'm building a in the other world, I'm building a 256 diameter sphere, so it's like 170,000 blocks to build the damn thing, and then I'm gonna fill it with like an entire city. It's only a fifth of the way done, and that took 2 weeks of like 2 hour days for like 2 weeks. So it took a little bit of time, and I'm still not even close to done with it. And then I have to actually build the city inside of it, so it taking me quite a while. But the big thing in my eyes is have a good goal and have a good long term goal, and then otherwise supplement it with like short term things like certain farms and like some days just explore. Not everything has to be like a progressive day or anything like that. You just gotta take it easy sometimes and just explore the world and shit like that. I mean, it's pretty good. Another thing that keeps it interesting too, I found, and I'm doing it with this world too, is not using chunk base. I used to like sit there and like look at the chunk base for like world seeds for like hours on my own worlds, and like it got like basically to a point where I was just menuing practically without even playing the damn game. That is a close village. We're gonna block this one off real quick. But but having a kind of a good game plan of what you want to see out of your world, or like a cool like project you've always thought about but would take an absurdly long amount of time, that'd be the time to do it. So might as well go for it. We need to find their bell, and they need to be arrested or put on house arrest. I mean, I would never enslave villagers. I'm not totally infamous for capturing like 400 of them or anything. Nope. I've never made an ungodly amount of trading halls before. Nope, I've never made one that has 300 of them before. Don't know what you're referring to. Could be anything. Oh yeah, no problem, man. I mean, I only started streaming myself in like February this year. Funny enough, but it's been quite a while for me. So it's fun. Like when you're streaming, you just like talk and shit, and like it really is just that easy. You just kind of do whatever, you chat, and like that's about it. You don't have to do anything too crazy if you don't want to, but the main thing is doing stuff at your own pace and just kind of doing whatever you want to do for the most part. I'm gonna get these guys inside of jail, so let me see here. So this should get them to go back to their houses. Like we're gonna just go ahead and lock them in a little bit. I didn't realize there was one this close to my actual house, so that's why I'm trying to get all these guys in place because it's gonna be pretty useful. It should be pretty useful. So I do have another village that I had set up like way at the start of the world, just because it was like right where I'd spawned and all that, and it had like a ton of them. So I can always make a trading hall there, but I would honestly rather have one that's like fairly close to me. Why I'm doing this, but I've got enough of them locked away. It shouldn't be too bad. They're just kind of the rest of them are just kind of out doing whatever, but for the most part, they're just stupid. So oh no, that's all right. Practice does make perfect. I mean, I was pretty quiet at first too, but again, like once you kind of get talking, and the other thing too is actually like responding to chat, because Twitch doesn't have anything built in that like lets you know when someone's typed. Like I'm always so quick to respond, not because I'm like constantly like looking at chat, but I have like a third party program that like makes a little noise for me whenever like someone types something in, so that ends up like telling me exactly what I need to know. Then I look at chat, and then it's It saves me a headache too, so that way I don't have to keep peeking in every so often. Now, I realistically didn't have to fight these guys, but damn, he actually hit that. That's crazy. Oh well. Um, my base should be up there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna pull out the book and quill. 98, 98, 41, 36. There we go. Should be a good bit. Oh, it takes time when you're just starting out too, for what it's worth. I don't even think I had anyone in my chat for like a couple of months before like I started. Like I streamed like pretty much every day because I was at college at the time, and like I just felt like it too. So eventually you start getting people to come in, but it's not too bad honestly. Just keep doing what you're doing for the most part, and then eventually somebody will show up at some point, and then again it's just kind of streaming whatever, and it's over there. And actually do the thing I was talking about, and like I will keep the bow for now. Might want to keep that, but it's mainly just keep streaming whatever you want to do honestly, and don't worry too much about what other people think, or just the main thing is not getting discouraged too. I mean, like I've said, for example, regardless of whether or not I was gonna stream, I was still gonna like play these hardcore worlds for myself. So why not stream it at that point, you know? So it's pretty much just look at it like that. Like you are gonna do it to begin with, so why not just stream it too, and then just kind of leave it at that, you know? Pretty easy. We'll go ahead and start tunneling down. Now there will be a lush cave down here somewhere. I can actually get a hold of it, but it might take a little bit of digging, and I don't exactly have good tools anymore, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. And I've got no clue how far down it actually goes, so that's another issue in its own way, but it should be fine. But streaming can be pretty fun once you get the hang of it. It's just making sure you talk to people and just like streaming something you enjoy. Because if you stream something that you enjoy, wow, it's a lot easier to be engaged in it and to engage people that are watching you. Like, no way. It is 10:46 in the morning for me. I'm in Florida. Uh-oh. This better not be a fucking underwater cave. Fuck. Well, what a shame. Do we have any iron or anything? Nope. All coal. What a shame. Should have enough rooted dirt to make this work. Basically just blocking off the sides and all that. Nothing too bad, but it is definitely a little annoying. Oh, right, I don't have respiration anymore. Keep forgetting about that. There we go, got that one all taken care of. And I can make a this little thing of ladders really quickly. Well, I can't wait to get out of Florida personally. I'm tired of being here. It's kind of a pain in my ass to be in Florida, but I'll make it out one day, hopefully. It's just not very fun because it's hot, and it's honestly the only reason you ever go to Florida is for like tourism, and even then it's like it's pretty mediocre nowadays at most because, you know, everything's fucking expensive, and it's still very expensive here to do anything, which, you know, is not very cool. Not a big fan of. All right, we got it. Okay, so we were not actually low enough to start staircasing again. Oh well. I gotta be close though. Or not gotta be, I definitely. Okay, so we definitely lost the hardcore world. We'll go ahead and just try again real quick. You know, should have thought about that, but that's all right. Whoops. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit that. There we go. All right. Well, that happened. Oops. Time to start over. Let's see here. Let's fucking see totem. I definitely got too careless on my part. That's on me. But shieldless. 2. There we go. Sure, we'll go to hardcore. Every one of the game rolls is all good. Yada yada. Should be good to go. And yeah, everything is good. I want to see though. Is there a single biome? They don't have cave biomes anymore, do they? I know they've got dripstone caves or like lush forest, but I don't even know how it. I don't know how it even would generate, but I don't exactly want to try for what it's worth. So we'll just go with default. Why not? and then we'll just go ahead and hit done. And yeah. Oh yeah, no, I died. Yeah, I kind of fell off a cliff by accident into a lush cave that I was looking for. So oops, but oh wow. Oh yeah, no, that's my cat in the picture. His name is Job. He's very cool, but he's a cool little guy. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he's a cool guy. So saw the other two. I don't know where Georgie went, but come here, come here. Oh, come here, yes, come here. Look at you. What are you up to? But yeah. Oh, not a fucking Ganon. Oh my lord. Oh. Oh, my actual current hardcore world also spawned in a mesa biome too. So this is another fucking flashback yet again of just chronic bullshit. So oh no, it's all right. He passed away about almost 3 years ago by now. I want to say, but it was right before COVID. It was like late February, so he passed away, and then COVID hit, and then kind of other shit ended up happening in my life. So I had to it hit a lot harder for me, but it's all right though. But yep, another mesa again. This spawn in. This is the second time I've spawned in one, and they're not fun by default because they're just kind of a pain in the ass to look for wood. Um, and to be honest, they are kind of boring. Like, wow, Savannah, yeah, it's got dried out grass. That's cool. Um, yeah, whatever. We'll make it out of here. I made it out the first time. I got an azalea tree the very first time in the other world, and like got pretty lucky with that. But yeah, losing that hardcore world just now, not very cool. It's a real shame. It was a cool base too, for what it's worth. Those floating islands I did actually enjoy, but it's that early on, so it's not like it inherently matters. Even if my actual hardcore world, I'm gonna die in it one day. It's gonna be very, very, very difficult for me to die in it, but it will inevitably happen at some point. So once you kind of accept that it will happen, then you just kind of don't have to worry so much about it. It's like oh no, it was a 9 day or 10 day world. What a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. Funny those seem like rage compilations, and that was totally preventable on my part too. I could have literally just like not been stupid and probably still lived. Like as in I could have just had like water. I was just getting ready to staircase down and everything, and I definitely fucked it up. If I had just like let that water flow through, I actually would have probably still been okay. But that's just not how it was, and that's all right. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna start over, I guess, or maybe why don't I go back to the other world? Who knows? Might do that. Might go show that off for a little bit. Oh well, that one I only really died in for what it's worth because I like was being kind of aggressive with like the caving thing and digging straight down too. Obviously, they're not ever supposed to do that, but that one was just an unfortunate little accident, to put it lightly. Oh, a jungle biome this early. That's pretty good. I mean, it makes enough sense we are near temperate biomes, but we're gonna actually pause this one here, and I'm just gonna fucking shift over to the other one for today. Because I don't feel like going through another savannah and like hiking through a ton of shit again. My skin is very cool. I don't remember where to check it. All I know is that it exists, and we'll just pop back over into the. This is the actual main world. I've had this since February. I called it PP, thinking I was gonna die quickly. I did not die very quickly, as in I'm still alive. But my skin is just a laughing, crying emoji. I wore that. I wore a similar one in Bedrock Edition like years ago when I was still playing Bedrock Edition, and so I just basically brought it over to a Java. So it's pretty cool. He's a funky little guy. Got the clothes, got the drip, the sans drip because it wasn't quite the exact skin I was looking for, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, this one I went around a little bit. I just hit 1700 yesterday. Oh, cool. I'm at day 1700 in game, and it's a little laggy. I don't know why it's this laggy nowadays. Something fucking had to have changed because I don't remember it getting this laggy. But yeah, this is my base. It's pretty cool. I live on an island that used to be a peninsula, so it used to be connected to the mainland, and then I cut it all off, and then it's an island. It's all lit up. Built a little mountain there, and also the big mountain in the back. It's pretty cool. This took like 50 hours, I think, and I got copyright claimed on my YouTube VODs for it because I thought I was playing music when I was just placing dirt without saying anything. So that sucked. Um, we've got former area where I used to hoard bamboo and whatnot. There used to be a bamboo farm, but I gotta actually place it back at some point. We got a little world map. So I live here on this massive fucking island, and then the actual mountain range surrounding it. And then this is a 1 to 8 map, by the way. So every 1 pixel is 8 blocks. And then we've got this island over here that I dug out an entire chunk for, which is pretty cool. We got this bit of land up here that's actually like an entire wheat field. I'm renovating this island to grow like carrots on the entire island, which is pretty cool. We don't talk about that. But then we've got an actual proper like base map here that I still need to expand, and I've been procrastinating on so much. But it's pretty cool, you know. I live in this little area. We got the massive mountain range that I was working on. I still need to finish, but working on it is a fucking nightmare, to be perfectly honest. It's not fun. It is very hard, and you need a ton of materials. I don't use duplication glitches. The only exploit per se that I use is not really an exploit. Like I have a warden powered mob switch, but that's not per se an exploit more than it's just game mechanics being game mechanics. But no duplication. I don't even know what my fucking world seed is. It's just kind of out there, so you know. With the maps, you just basically fill them out, and then there's actually an item frame, so you just I don't know if you can do this on Bedrock Edition, but you just can place the item frame on the floor and then the map in it, and then there you go. It's not too bad. This was the trading hall I was just talking about like 20 minutes ago. This thing. Oh my god, this thing. This was an absolute like crowning jewel of this world. Well, one of them. But this was a short-ish term project that took about like 30 to 40 hours, I want to say, and it's still not fully finished yet. But my old trading hall used to house like about 40 villagers, and it was very clunky and just looked bad. This one though is an actual like masterpiece in like trading halls. This thing is evil. I think I've caught about like 250 villagers in this thing, and it can hold up to 576. They've all got built-in like zombie support down there in the little column. So the zombie has like a diamond sword with sharpness 1, kills them in like 2 hits, and like built for zombification, curing. I've got every enchanted book for an emerald. I've got a massive amount of like self-sustaining emeralds and XP out of it. It's insane. They're not filled, but they are for bulk storage because they're gonna get filled at some point. So like I just emptied out all the glass at one point to make a ton of emeralds. These are all from trading, by the way. I do have a raid farm, but I haven't used it in like literal months. I only really used it for totems because once I got like a gunpowder farm and like this shit set up, I literally have no need to use the raid farm. So I'm very anti AFK in this world. Like if I can help it, I will not go AFK. Period. Because I still haven't, as far as I remember. Because I just don't like going AFK. It stresses me out because it's a hardcore world that I actually do value. Because again, it's been 1,700 days. I value it pretty big, so I don't exactly want to lose it to anything goofy like a AFK death or something like that. So I only play when I do want to play. But no, it's just a bunch of miscellaneous like materials and whatnot, and like a couple of arrows. I'm the only person that I know of, and I've tried looking at others too, and I legitimately cannot find any other example. But I think I'm the only fucking person that has like the ability to trade for like every single type of tipped arrow. So like while I don't have like night vision that lasts for 22 seconds, I do have a form of night vision. I have a form of slowness. I have a form of slow falling. I've actually got both of them. But this was a pain in the ass because it's all RNG on RNG from Fletcher. So but it's a very cool little novelty to have. I would never use this, of course, but they're still cool. I like them. Especially the water breathing, surprisingly enough. I feel like that could be useful for ocean monuments that I still need to go raid. But I do have a couple of lag spikes here and there, and also my frame rate gets cut in half immediately upon being here. So I've got a pretty sizable computer too. It's nothing too stellar, but it's not bad by any means. But yeah, there's a 36 clerics. We got 36 stonemasons. Like 30 librarians, 36 cartographers. We've got just a massive amount of bullshit in this world. This took like many, many hours to do, and the infrastructure to get all these guys in place was a nightmare. So, oh, Marilor, no way. You're here. You just missed me dying in a separate hardcore world. I fell into a cave and promptly died. So That's a shame. It was a cool world too. I would have liked my base, but it is what it is. You know, it happens. But oh yeah, I guess my rent. Oh, I'm at the wrong side of it. That's why. There's the Guardian Farm. That's cool. But on the other side of the world, we've actually got my base, which you can see from all the way up here. And my base is it's a little small. It's a very big. Oh my god, we're hitting like 15 frames. Okay, dude, we are struggling with this. Good lord. Yeah, no, I started an additional hardcore world just because I like felt like it, and then I kind of just died in it by accident because I was gonna go into a lush cave and then fucking died. So oops. But but yeah, Beast Lord, look at it go. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a nice place to be in. But I have to actually finish up the mountain range, but I don't want to collect all the dirt again because it's a pain in my ass to get all this dirt. But it's still pretty cool though. I did have a game plan that I figured out yesterday for what I want to do to make all this stuff better. But again, where you have that problem of I need so much more dirt. I need a lot of stone, and then I need a lot of time and patience that is kind of difficult for me to get a hold of right now. So you know, a little bit of a pain. We're gonna take a quick flight over this part of the world because I want to do some more lighting finally over here. I did a lot yesterday too, but there's more I need to do over here. So we're just gonna look for some dark patches, try and light up what we can, and then kind of just go from there. That shouldn't be too bad. I got a record disc yesterday from a skeleton shooting a creeper by accident, so that was pretty cool. Never gotten them before. I mean, I know you can build a farm for them, but I'm not too interested in doing that honestly. I might one day if I ever feel like it, but there's no rush. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of lighting that still needs to happen, and I've got the torches for it this time around, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, just place a couple down. I already did a lot of it yesterday. It's just making sure a lot of it is still cleaned up. And there were a couple of dark spots that I do want to double check over. But otherwise, this bit of land is all like cleared and ready to go and ready for use, which is honestly pretty cool. I want to build a village, like kind of like on this massive chunk of land since it's all lit up. It's so close to my base, but there's a build palette I got to decide on, and then actually building the fucking thing too, and then also like doing stuff with it is kind of important. I might try and retrofit it to an extent to be like a ruined village outside of here, and go from there. Because I do really want to do that, like kind of like mob arena idea. Because I really do think it's such a cool fucking idea to do. But who knows? Let's see. We'll go ahead and place this shit down. There we go. That's pretty much everything. We've got a little bit of a dark spot over here, but not really too bad for the most part. I already got all of it yesterday. It's just coming back through again. We got weird stuff like that that needs to go. All this stuff is fine because that's not actually what I'm worried about. But they can't even get to me anyway, so that's no big deal. It seems like it's all lit up. Yeah, I can't tell that anything's too wrong. Maybe down here where these trees get a little bit thicker, it gets a little bit dicier, but again, it was already pretty good, so. Although I say that and I'm finding more stuff by the swamp area. Eventually I should have roped my way back around to the wheat field, and that's definitely already lit up, so here we go. And also doing all the spawn proofing as well means that there's no risk of like anything killing me, and also my gunpowder and string farm runs a lot more efficiently in my base too, so it helps to do this when I can. Run through the wheat field for a little bit, why not? Just kidding, that was enough running through the wheat field. Which I still need to improve a little bit more at some point. I built this whole fucking wheat field for packed mud, yet I have barely ever used packed mud. I have used it and made mud bricks out of it, but It was like for like one build, like period. They're a pretty block, but I just don't have that much of an interest in them, I guess. Although it's better to have it on demand than not to have it on demand because they are kind of a pain in the ass to make without the proper infrastructure. So it's always nice to have. It gave me something to do. But let's see what the hell else. Here we go. I need to pick a better dirt quarry as well for well, dirt. I mean, because I need a if I want to actually really do sit down and I stumbled over my words pretty bad there, but if I really do want to sit down and finish that mountain range, I'm gonna need dirt for it. I'm gonna need a lot of dirt for it, and a lot of stone, and a lot of andesite, and a lot of fucking everything. So it's a struggle to say the least, but it is doable. But it is not easy. It's very difficult, in fact. See, here's a part that hasn't been lit up before because I kind of ran out of time and torches. So we can go ahead and kind of start over here-ish. And we still have a lot of it lit up, though, already. So it's not even like we're doing that much. But there's still some stuff that needs to be done. But for the most part, it was practically already done. I mean, like, Jesus, man, it's pretty much already good. What the fuck? I thought I had more to do with this, but no, I guess not. Yeah, we got a good bit of it over here now, but this is a cool little, like, pivot, or not pivot, divot, though. Nice little, like, drop off. Goes into this little goofy thing. We'll just ignore that zombie because I don't feel like fighting right now. Also, it's not like he could even hurt me, even if he did hit me anyway, so does it really matter? Let's see here, what else? See, this is a good chunk that I haven't lit up yet. Got a spider there. That's cool. We need... Oh, it was a sheep. Oh, okay. I gotta make that Reina arthropod sword. I just been kind of slacking on that. I think we got a skeleton over there. That's cool. We'll just keep walking around for a little bit here. You can build a dirt farm, right? That's like legally a thing you can do, I want to say. So I might actually consider building a dirt farm, unironically, because again, the amount of dirt I need is massive. So I might have to consider looking into that. No, hypothetically, it's a thing, but it's like moss into podzol into dirt or something like that. So it's not quite just straight up dirt, but it is a thing that you can do. Or you can mix gravel and dirt to make coarse dirt, and then like make it into a path block, and then like mine that up without silk touch to make actual dirt. So you can like double it by like crafting with like another material, but still it means you'd have to have a gravel farm, which means you gotta have like a piglin bartering farm. So at that point, why not just like go fucking mine dirt at that point? Still is one of the fastest ways to get a lot of it is just to mine dirt, but alas, can't do anything about it. Here we go. Yeah, we got pretty much all this done, I'd like to say. Kind of hard seeing if there's anything else that really needs to be lit up, but for the most part, it seems fine. Can't go too wrong with it. We'll just, actually no, here's a good spot that needs to be lit up still. There we go. But after that, I really don't know if there's anything left. I don't think there is. We need to pick a dirt quarry because honestly, I need like an ungodly amount of dirt, and I can't stress that enough. Now, I had picked one by a savanna biome that I'm not too far away from, but no, it's already dug out for what it's worth too, so I might as well keep digging over there. No reason not to, I guess. Couple of things though. We need to first of all drop this record disc off somewhere cool. We'll just put it in with the valuables. 30s. Here we go. Got a lot of cobble deep slate from mining out that chunk, and I've got a little amount of andesite. No dirt, pretty much, because again, it's all underground practically. Like, we got some granite, but. And I do have a nice small surplus of stone that should help me out a good bit here. Um, shouldn't finish everything, but it should help at least. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get some wood, okay? Wherever that is, it should be over here. Yeah, here we go. We got some spruce wood, right, tucked away. And I mean like a ton of spruce wood. There we go. There's our logs. We got those because we're gonna want a lot of chests. We got half stack. And then we're gonna take a box of shells. We're gonna take a stack of shells, and then we're just gonna make a ton of shulker boxes, like so. Here we go. Empty boxes. And basically, we're just going to tuck all these away. Wow, I made a good number of them, but yeah, we basically just want some empty boxes really quickly, just so I can actually like store a ton of shit, because I'm gonna need them. I mean, the amount of dirt we're gonna have to bring back is probably within like the 50 to 60 shulker box range at least. So we've got a little bit of work cut out for us at this rate. So this is going to be a bit of a slog, but it is necessary, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to do it. I've got a ton of extra torches, and I don't want to put them away yet. So what we're just gonna do is tuck them away in there, tuck the coal away, tuck the bed away, switch out my elytra at some point, and just overall just make sure the inventory is nice and compact. And then pick up some of these. We're gonna put this down. That filled it up. That literally cannot get more full. Here we go. And we'll take a good chunk of empty boxes. And then we'll bring the wood box with me just really quickly, because I do need to do some other stuff, and I need to get some infrastructure over there set up. So, you know, it's mainly just making a double chest with like a bunch of shulker boxes in it is all. It's no big deal. But yeah, we need to go turn on the mob switch, because I am literally just going to be mining dirt, so I would prefer it if I didn't have to deal with goofy shit. Again, it's like nothing can even fucking kill me in one shot other than like a charged creeper. But then I have a totem on hand, and then I have 3 backup totems in my other hand. So it evens out practically. That's not too big of a deal, but yeah, we're gonna go turn on the mob switch, because why not? Magic little machine fixes everything, makes life a lot easier. I'm glad I built this in hindsight, but it definitely is not an easy build, because I fucked it up the first time, which made it very hard. But once you do get it, though, it's definitely worth it. But it is it's a little sketchy. In case you can't hear, it's a little sketchy up there. But we don't worry about that, you know. It's not my problem. We should have had it pass through. There it is. So we should see it pass through again. There it goes. Alright, so the mob switch is active. So now in the overworld, we don't have any hostile mob spawning. You guys know the deal. It's not too bad. Can't do nothing with it. But, yeah, that hardcore world dying in that was a little bit of a shame. It's never going to happen in this one for a very long time, but in that other one, man, it was so fresh, so new. I found a cool place to live in after searching for like an hour, and then I died for what? A fucking lush cave? That's goofy. A little bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know. Can't do anything about it, realistically. But yeah, we're just gonna go pick a spot to just like destroy and like eliminate practically. Go pick a biome with a ton of dirt that I'm not a fan of, and I'll figure out what biome that is or isn't. But you know, we'll see how it goes. But I don't want to do anything over here with it, because I want to kind of leave this area untouched for a long time. But right beyond it should be A desolate fucking wasteland. Oh, I forgot I left a whole beacon here. Whoops. I'm gonna never pick that up, but you know. This was the desolate wasteland part, by the way, that I'm referring to. So this place is just fucking devoid of like life practically. As I was saying, this place is devoid of life practically. You know, I mean, nothing even like can live here anymore. So it's it's pretty cool. Nothing around. There's nothing here. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and I didn't fucking leave my crafting. Oh, I did, huh? Well, kind of misplaced a crafting table, which luckily I conveniently have enough wood to just do this, so that's good. There we go. We'll go ahead and turn this into a double chest, like so. And then we'll just fucking throw all those in there. Got our ender chest. There we go. That should be enough. Should be enough of these for now. Enough shulker boxes. I actually forgot what they were called for a minute there, but it should be enough shulkers for now. We'll kind of just tuck away some of these other things too into here. We'll just put this shit away, whatever. It's no big deal. And same with the wood box. I'd like to make sure that stays away in a safe spot. So we'll do that. There we go. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get to mining. The amount of dirt that I'm gonna need though is, well, to say it's insane would be an understatement. I mean, we're gonna need some crazy amounts of dirt. I think 9 shulker boxes should be fair to start with. I'm gonna need more than that eventually, but for now this is an okay number. Can't go too wrong with this amount, but I'm definitely going to need more. Not maybe, I'm going to need more. And these things do take a long time, but yep. This is where the magic or lack thereof happens, so yep, just get to mining and just get on with it. Yeah, practically when I fill all those up to the brim with dirt and grass. Doesn't matter if it's dirt or grass, it just needs to be dirt at some point at the end of the day. But it can't be podzol or mycelium, because those are kind of a pain. And either way, I don't even have access to a crazy amount of it like I do with just normal dirt, so what does it matter? Need to also kind of drag around a little bit of stuff here. Like so. Just so that way I don't pick up anything extra for the most part. Trying to keep things nice and clean. Alright, random sheep, how's it going? Now I've got a couple of spare netherite alright, you're dead. But I've got a couple of spare netherite shovels, so we won't even have to go stop and like get these repaired at the trading hall for a while anyways. I do have the Guardian Farmer course to also repair shit at, but it's not really important, to be perfectly honest. As well, the Guardian Farm is great too, don't get me wrong, but it means I gotta go fly back to go turn off the mob switch and then eventually fly back again to go turn it back on, and like, I don't want to do that, so I'll just go trade with them. And I need resources from them anyways. I'm still trying to stockpile a bunch of like redstone and like quartz would be another great thing to get out of them and make sure my glass stockpile is still doing very good. So we will be working on that. Interesting. That is not food, that is dirt. There we go. Here's the line. I thought that was a pink sheep, that was just a pig. Didn't know they put your mother in Minecraft, got him Lamau, but imagine. Yeah, this definitely does get a little, it's a little tiresome for me personally, I've done this for a long time before, but it's kind of hard getting back into the swing of this. But, it'll get done at some point. It just takes a good bit of time is all. And tool durability. I mean, I literally made copies of netherite tools because it takes so long and I knew I would need them, so, Yep, get trolled. Hit you with a yo mama joke, because you earned it, But, yeah, so we've already decimated a good chunk of the landscape, but personally I think we could do better, I can get this large chunk turned into stone by the time I'm done with this. And then, hey, it also doubles as a stone mining quarry at some point, too, for what it's worth. Maybe get some extra andesite out of it, you know, things like that. And cobblestone, too, is another good thing. So I'm very adamant about not using TNT duplication, which, again, is still perfectly valid in its own right. I just don't want to do it, because I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it personally. That's really it. Alright, let's see here. We can go ahead and drag and drop. Deal. Go. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't actually have my bed on me, do I? Whoops. I definitely slotted that away when I shouldn't have, but that's okay. Yeah, nothing can spawn, and it's not like it's that bad at nighttime, so either way, what's the deal, you know? This will be a good time to flex the mobs footage, because, you know, you definitely would see something spawn, like, given how dark it is, and, like, how fucking barren and, like, stone it is, it's kind of hard to miss, so being able to see something spawn, or lack of spawns, is honestly pretty cool, you know? It's very difficult to set a mob switch up like that, or at least for the average player, and including me even, it took quite a while to do. They're actually easier than what they used to be. It used to be like either withers, not wither skeletons, just whole fucking withers, or shulkers. Which, you know, shulkers didn't duplicate at the time, so that made it up being a lot harder. Of course, now that they do duplicate, it's a good bit easier, because you can basically use like a shulker farm to like make them practically, and then just have them stored in like an area. But the other way nowadays is trading with a bunch of trading with a bunch of villagers and zombifying them without giving them any gear, so that way they don't despawn because they've been traded with. So, but they still count towards the mob cap. So that was one of the other ways. But the most recent one with 1.19 was the Warden. So it doesn't despawn if it's attracted to a noise. And with that little note block loop that I have, it'll always be attracted to noise, so it, you know, can never despawn by default. It's got a little observer clock running up to it, so pretty cool. If they ever did despawn for whatever reason, there's another farm component in it that like allows them to just like it lets me make more of them practically, so it evens out pretty well. Yep, we're mining the dirt. The dirt's going away. I'm mining the dirt, and yeah, we're doing pretty good on dirt. We need more though. We haven't even filled up a shulker box yet, so it's been like we haven't even done anything at all. But we're getting there. Takes time. This might take like an hour or two, I want to say, at least, because again, this stuff takes time, and then not to mention placing in the dirt is a pain. And then I'll have to resort my shulker boxes back at my base that have that stone and deep slate in them. So I actually need the stone out of them to finish up the very top layer. So what I'm doing this time around is I'm starting from the top and working my way down and out. So the material cost is going to get greater over time for each layer, but it makes it easier for me to visualize. And basically, we're doing it kind of like a layered cake, where like it's got a layer and then an abrupt cut to another layer, and then another abrupt cut to another layer, like a wedding cake, you know, that kind of feeling. So we want to make it kind of similar to that at the start, and then over time we can smoothen it out with actual like mountain terrain, you know, that we hand make and all that. Not that there's an obligation to do so, but it is doable. And it should make things easier, because I'm trying to do it all in one big swing, but I need to remember to cut things up into smaller pieces like I'm trying to do now, because that will in fact help me out greatly in the future. Because seriously, it is a massive undertaking to fucking do this, so any kind of work that I can cut out or make easier for myself is a very big deal. Even if it's a small time save or a small optimization, given the like scope of this shit, it's gonna add up very, very quickly. Or over enough time, it's gonna add up quite substantially. So it's important that like I make sure that everything's optimal practically. As much of a shitpost as it kind of sounds, everything needs to be like pretty fucking optimized. Because if it's not, we're gonna have some serious problems down the line. But yeah, there we go. We got some extra dirt. That's cool. Spoiler alert, it's dirt. Just throw that away in there, whatever, I don't fucking know. And we'll split that. Boom, there we go. And back to getting the dirt. I don't know how many times I've said it this stream, but we'll find out. Somebody will count, I'm sure. Just kidding. I won't count, because I don't know how to count. But who knows. But yeah, with that job promotion, I should be able to start working on my adjustment class in January, hopefully. I have to finish up my real estate license by Christmas, so I've only got about 10 days to like study and take the state exam, which I can hopefully pass, but we'll see how that goes. I got a 65 on the practice exam the first time without any help, so it like kind of was okay, but the passing grade is a 70, and to comfortably get a 70, at least you'd want to like take it multiple times and get like a 90 on each of them. So like realistically, I need to do more, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I won't have anything else to do tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do it then. That should at least be nice, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, get my real estate license, make a couple of thousand extra for like selling a house because once you have a real estate license, you're allowed to earn commission off of a house sale. So like we're gonna have these people who actually experience selling the house. They're gonna sell the house, and then because we gave them the business of like this client, you know, they give us like half the commission or so, and then me and my mom split that half. So I basically get like a quarter, more or less. But Jay, for doing nothing, pretty much, is pretty good. You know, might be a little bit less than that even, but still gonna be a couple $100 minimum. Which hey, that's pretty good spending money or saving money rather, but it helps. But the main thing I'm after though is that insurance adjustment license because a lot of that field is work from home, and my neighbor has also got jobs in that field too, so he might know if someone's hiring or be able to help me get my foot in the door. Because once I can get the hang of it over the next couple of months or whatever, I just plan on like working remote on like a ton of extra jobs remote because they don't inherently add up to anything by themselves, but when there's a ton of them together, it gets pretty crazy pretty quickly in terms of money. Not in terms of workload per se, but still working on that. So I have to actually sit down and remake my Indeed resume, but that stuff takes time and it's fucking awful. So not hard or anything. I just have to sit down and do it. It's just taking the time to sit down and do it, and then I have to set up my Indeed profile. I gotta take a better picture, all that kind of shit. So I got a lot of stuff I need to do, but who knows? I'll get there one day. Yep, dirt. Am I right or am I right? We got a lot of it. In fact, we've got too much. I've already filled up yet again. So I need to go drop this stuff off and go get more dirt. Here we go. That's a nice small chunk of dirt for now. Almost got a second shulker box. That's cool. There's not really too much to say for what it's worth. I mean, I'm fucking mining dirt for like 2 hours, so can't do a whole lot. And this video, or this VOD rather, is gonna be kind of odd to include, because I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be a rare one where I put it under 2 playlists, or I might have to actually like split it somehow. Because this was at first gonna be like part 2 of the other like Totemless Shieldless world, and then I fucking naturally died in it, you know. And then I was gonna do that other one, but then I was like, nah, I actually want to do stuff today, so I'm probably just gonna put it in 2 separate playlists and just have like a comment saying like, here's where the actual like appropriate part starts, whatever the fuck. I still do have that Totemless and Shieldless world. Like I did literally just make a new one and all that, but that'll probably be for another day. I think it gave me enough time to kind of get remotivated, especially since I've got an extra plan now. It's just sitting down and doing it. So I think it's doable. I don't think we'll be going back to that one for a while, hopefully. But if I do, I do. It's always there if I need it. But I think I've got enough motivation again to like try and sit down for a little bit to actually get some of this stuff done. I really do want to try and get that mountain range done by day 2000 because I think it'd be really fucking cool. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, my base is already pretty laggy, so I can't even imagine how much shittier it's gonna get. And it's gonna get worse, by the way. It's not debatable. It will get worse. But that's alright. I'll get a better computer soon enough here too. Even then, I don't know if that would inherently fix it, but it's still nice to have at least. God, this would be a pain in the ass to watch. I have like a fucking heart attack watching this. Couldn't be me. I'm the one doing it though, so I mean, the way I have to like keep bobbing my head up and down to mine all the dirt, and you know, definitely gets old. We got a little bit of dirt in our inventory. We need more though, but we're getting there. I'll have to pick up another netherite shovel soon though. This one's kind of losing a good chunk of durability. It's still got a lot of like life left in it, and again, of course, I can always repair it, yada yada. But it, you know, don't want to risk breaking it at some point, so we just gotta keep an eye on it every now and then. But it's still good for another like 2 shulker boxes or so, I'd have to say. Nice chunk of stuff out of it. But we're out of space yet again, so we had to go drop this off. That should put us at 2. Yeah, this definitely puts us at 2. And then we can start number 3. And then we can go ahead and get some more dirt. And yeah, keep going. How long has it been? It's already been an hour, that's cool. Died in the first 10 minutes today, but that's alright. Happens to the best of us, but to be fair, I haven't exactly started over in a world in like ages. I wasn't even doing bad or anything, I just made a stupid mistake, but you know, it happens. Still would have been cool, but I can always just make that kind of like floating island stuff over here. And I've talked about it before, wanting to do that, but I'm not focusing on it for a very long time until my actual base is done because, well, I've put too many projects on too many back burners. I'm out of back burners to do, so I need to actually complete what I've already set out to do first, and then I can start doing other stuff again. So, like the farming chunk and like the massive chunk out of my base that I still need to dig. You know, those things have to wait for a while still. But yeah, this is a pretty ominous like savanna biome now. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's completely fucking devoid of everything, which is what makes it funny, but you know. Oh man, my wrist is fucking not doing too good. Yeah, apparently we're not even getting a house near the start of the year. We're getting one in like the summer now because it's been pushed back even more because of course it has. So I might consider just, oh, I ruined Portal, but I might just consider like, if I can just get a hold of that license, man, and I can get another job on top of the one I've got now, or there's some other shit I'm trying to work out, but it's so expensive getting rent anywhere, even with my current paycheck now, even working 30 hours a week, I still would barely be able to afford rent in like most of the city, and then that's not even including like every other expense possible, like food. I don't even have extra fucking plans and shit. I don't even have Hulu. I don't even have like I have a basic phone plan, and then like internet, and then that's it. I don't even go out to eat like at restaurants anymore. You know. I was thinking about it like yesterday or 2 days ago, but I decided I didn't want to, so I haven't even had a restaurant food in ages. But I have had some in a little bit, but it was paid on like a gift card or someone else's dime practically, so it didn't really inherently matter. But you know, in terms of me paying for it myself, it's been a very long time, all things considered, which is fine. You know, I don't need to eat out all the time, but it would be nice to do every now and then. But that's all right. Probably gonna have lunch after this too. Probably cook some ramen and soup dumplings. Really ended up liking those soup dumplings. They're just little dumplings, right? Which, wow, spoiler alert, right? But and you're not gonna believe this one too. They got like soup in them, which is, they're not inherently, they're pretty good by themselves, but when you actually mix them with like noodles, or again in this case ramen, because it's quick, it's easy, and I don't have a stove, so I couldn't exactly make good noodles if I wanted to. But mixing them with the ramen like that, dude, it's actually a pretty like nice meal, and it's a pretty filling meal, all things considered. Like $7 per part. Well, really more like six, because the actual ramen pack is like $2.19 for a pack of six. So more like $6 per. But it's still pretty good. Can't go too wrong with it. It's got actually like filling in it. So keep mining this stuff out. There we go. And then we'll go drop this dirt off too. There we go. The third box done. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll get the rest of this in place like so. Okay, see, I would love to buy a rice cooker, and you are objectively right. But I have no fucking storage space in my house, Maru. I have nothing. Where I'm sitting right now is literally my entire bedroom. Like, half my bedroom is taken up by the very fucking chair that I'm sitting on. And also, we don't even have any countertop space in our kitchen, so I could even, like, set a rice cooker down if I wanted to. Also, it costs money. And I do have the money right now, but it's more just trying to save it and then trying to do some shit with it at some point. I need to hold on to a good chunk of money to pay for some of these extra like licensing. Okay, well you're not supposed to be here normally, but we'll look at them go. Of course they're gonna get in my way because they're just looking at me funny right now. But I don't exactly have access to my ender chest. Oh wait, no I do. Just kidding. I'll get a lava bucket here in a sec and go kill them, but. I mean, if you want to, sure, but again, like, you may not have a big apartment, but at least you've got a kitchen, man. I mean, I don't even have a stove right now. I've got, like, nothing, dude. I'm fine with it, personally. It just makes it so I can't exactly cook anything, unfortunately, which is... Well, it's a little bit of a shame, realistically, but it would be nice to cook stuff every now and then. I should have... Oh, I don't, do I? Well, I thought I had a lava bucket, but... We got this flint and steel here. This is the same thing, practically, so... Oh, hey, there he is. I was like, they all fucking vanished, but... So he'll just stand there shooting me, practically, so... At least you still do have a kitchen, dude. I would much rather prefer that. I legally have a separate room for my kitchen, but I don't have a door. I have a curtain, so it doesn't even really count, per se. Oh, they might have fallen down into this fucking thing, I'm guessing. It's quite an odd place to be in. I'm gonna guess they did. But, nah, I mean, your place is probably sweeter than mine just by default for what it's worth, because it's, you know, it's not a trailer, so you've got working plumbing without having to ask too many questions about it, which is nice, but I kind of don't. I have plumbing legally, but it's fucking shitty, no pun intended. It's just not very good. Still counts. That's basically what ours is too, is just basically a sink, but um it has a microwave, it's got no counter space, and then it's got a gas powered stove and like oven, but my mother's too much of a fucking schizophrenic, so we can't even actually use them because she's worried that the fucking gas line is gonna explode and like kill us instantly and like the entire house. So it's like, you know, I haven't been able to cook anything in ages because of shit like that. But I'm just trying to save up a good bit of money and also get like a good enough set of jobs where I can move to an actual fucking apartment for once. Are they over here? Oh, they are. That's crazy. I don't know why they walked over here, but sure, whatever. Okay. They're dead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep getting rid of all the dirt. You know how the dirt is, it's gonna die. This place would be so fucking weird to see on a map too, considering it's just like a stone void. Also the actual literal void down here, but you know, don't worry about that. This is a cool little cave though. Here we go. Getting more. Oh, not too much. I'm mining a little bit of extra dirt for my mountain, so I'm actually gonna finally start working on them again soon. But that half of that is getting the materials, and the other half is just placing them down, so it takes a little bit of time. Like I need like 9 shulker boxes of dirt today, at least, to be somewhat comfortable, and it probably won't even be enough still. It's just a pain. It'll be worth it at some point once it's actually done, but doing it is a little bit of a problem. And it's already been like half an hour, so just me mining. Yeah, I'm at the savannah biome that I use as like a quarry, and like it's losing a good bit of dirt. You know, it looks pretty desolate so far. A fairly big amount of no dirt. You know, it's all stone, all ores, whatever. It's pretty cool. I like it, but we need more dirt. We've got extra shulker boxes in that double chest over there, by the way. We're gonna go ahead and mine out here a little bit. I'm gonna reach the ocean with this. Practically did, yeah. I'm at a beach, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, this is the one I've been working on for a long time. I've had it since February of this year, and then I used to play it quite a lot when I was still in college. So I didn't have anything better to do, and then I ended up, moving back home, got a job, had to deal with some other shit at home, so it's been on the back burner for a little while. But it's still a pretty good world. I'm on day 1702, so it's definitely been around for quite a while. I don't spend any time AFK in this world too because I just personally am not a fan of it. Like if I'm AFK, it's something ever, and I think it's maybe been once or twice technically because I have like a Froglight farm. I'll actually be there at my computer watching it and still like talking because I just simply don't fucking trust anything when it comes to this world. So, you know, but not too bad. Let's see here, what else we got. We got dirt, but I need more. But yeah, to actually finish building the mountains, I need like an obscene amount of dirt, and then I'm gonna need some other stuff out of it too. So it takes a little bit of time, but it'll be worth it. Hopefully. Okay, well, legally I've never died in it per se, because if I did, then well, it's a hardcore world, it'd be gone, you know. But I do have totems of undying, if that's what you're asking, and if I've ever used them, the answer is yes. Let's see here, times used. Okay, here we go. I have used, holy shit, I've mined 2 million blocks with a netherite pickaxe. Jesus, man. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I think it's been about 8, I want to say. It's still in the single digits. I've only died to like stupid shit, like flying into a wall like repeatedly, or like that one time I actually did get eviscerated by the Ender Dragon because I was refighting it like 20 times in a row, and like those guardians at one time. But otherwise, it's all dumb shit. I've used 7 totems in like 2,000 days, so fair amount, it's whatever. It's not too bad. Um, Used more fucking turtle eggs than I have used totems, which is definitely kind of odd, but not super odd. Oh well, if you the key to immortality in the game is don't make bad decisions. Unironically, it sounds like a shit post, and it kind of is, but actually, seriously, if you have good decisions, like see, when I died today, bad decision making because I dug straight down because I assumed something that I shouldn't have, which on me. But in this world, basically, it's just don't make bad decisions, and it's really that easy. It sounds like it's not that easy, but no, it kind of is. Just like, hey, you have shitty armor. You just started out. Why are you trying to go do whatever the fuck you're trying to do? Or like a raid farm, by far and away one of the most goated, if not the most goated farms in the entire game. Period. You get emeralds out of it to make villager trading significantly easier. You get a ton of totems of undying, which I don't even need to tell you; those are invaluable practically. Also, you get a lot of them too. Like I've got like 14 shulker boxes of them, and like I've got like 4 on me at all times, so I basically have like 4 extra lives like in any given moment. And the other thing though is once you get protection 4 on all your armor, you're practically invincible outright because nothing really kills you in one hit. Even a creeper with diamond armor doesn't kill you, and especially if you got netherite because of the knockback resistance. I mean, you just don't die. Imagine. See, you didn't build a wall, or if you did build a wall, you didn't light anything up inside of it. That's usually one of the biggest things. Is like live on an island at first if you really want to. If you really want a very long-term world, the hardest part is the early game. In terms of difficulty, the early game is the hardest, but in terms of like creativity, the long game is the hardest by far. But early game, main thing being like, make a nice little area that's all fenced off, it's all lit up, you got your cobblestone walls, whatever the fuck, and you got a nice little lit up area. And then after that, basically what you're trying to do is get diamonds or diamond armor from any means, and you want it to have protection 4, which usually means villager trading. Which, once you get a little bit of basic food infrastructure, like in your world, like we're talking, like I use baked potatoes personally as a good source of food. But once you get some villagers, you can upgrade to golden carrots. Um, Once you start zombifying and curing them because you've been to the Nether, that's when shit gets really serious. Personally, I don't consider worlds like a thing in hard. I don't consider hardcore worlds a major loss unless I have an actual good XP farm and I've got basic villagers. In which case, if I do lose it, then it hurts a little bit more because like it takes a good bit of effort to do. And once you have villagers and you've got like a spawner farm, the world actually really starts because it's just the basic grind for like enough levels to like enchant your armor, and you will get them, but it just takes some time. But yeah, we're gonna switch out our Silk Touch shovel for the other Silk Touch shovel because it's kind of out of durability, so I gotta go fix it up later. But not too big a deal. Shouldn't be too bad. There we go. We'll do that, and back to mining. But yeah, early game, the big thing is just finding a nice place to settle, and then like you basically just play Minecraft for a bit. I mean, you mine your diamonds, you get your basic diamond armor, your enchantment table. And then from there, it basically turns into, do you know how to work with villagers? And do you know how to make a spawner farm? Which, personally, blaze spawner farms are usually the first XP farms I tend to make because they're a lot simpler nowadays since you just can use lava instead of like the piston shit like you had to use before. And then they give quite a good bit of XP and they give blaze rods so you can actually still fuel all your potion making and whatnot. So it works out pretty well. The nice like chain of shit. But once you get your first blaze spawner XP farm going, then you focus on villager stuff. Or that's what I do personally. Like parts, like this world is on like part 169 or like 70 by now. Um, and the fucking first, like one of the first parts after like settling was like just doing villager shit for like hours. And once you do it, hey, congrats, you're invincible before you step foot into the end. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's all right. Dude, everyone learns at their own pace, and it's not like there's any kind of competition, to be fair, when it comes to this game. If you ever want to like see a world through to the end, though, that can always be a good challenge, but it's just doing it can be a little difficult. But the main thing is just decision making, And it's not like you gotta like do like some quick like reflex decision making where like, depending on what you do within a span of 2 seconds, you either keep the world or you don't because you fucking die. It's like, hey, I know I don't have super good armor, should I go to the end? And the answer is probably no, unless you're very confident about it and you don't really care. But personally, when I went to the end, I already had totems. Or actually, no, I might not have had totems. I can't remember. But I already definitely had like full fucking netherite armor. I had a perfect netherite sword and pickaxe, and that was all I needed practically. So then I went to the end, and well, he died. He died very quickly. Oh, and I had a good bow too, of course. But it's just the main thing at the start of the game is just sleep when it turns night. Fucking don't make bad decisions in terms of exploring shit that you know you shouldn't be exploring yet without some kind of armor. And if you do have to explore them for something, then just be very careful. Like have a shield, have whatever. I mean, the game gets a lot easier when you have a shield, but then eventually you do want to replace it with a totem because it's a whole extra life, so it helps a lot more. But no, it's just decision making at the very start. Sometimes accidents do happen. Like again today, I fell in that cave and promptly died. That one was on me. I knew there was a lush cave down there and everything because the azalea tree and all that, but I kind of didn't think I was that close to it and didn't do anything about it. I should have had a water bucket in my inventory, like on my hot bar, so at least I had a chance. I didn't, and then I just kind of died. I could have definitely done things a little differently and I would have lived, but it is what it is. But I gotta go drop this dirt off. Where are the shulker boxes? What the fuck? Oh, here they are. Okay. Should be number 4. Yeah, okay. There we go. It's a nice chunk of dirt. I'll do that. And then we'll do a little something like this. And this will be our 5th shulker box. So honestly, we'll just mine this. We'll just mine out for this 5th shulker box, and I'll just head back home and start, like, I'll probably stop for today, because honestly, mining dirt fucking sucks, but it has to be done, because I'm not gonna, like, farm it, or, because if you have to farm it, you gotta have, like, a TNT duper for it. I'm still trying not to use TNT duping, so I just kind of don't want to, you know. But it's fine. I got plenty of time when it comes to this stuff too. You know, there's never inherently a rush to like complete like a mega project, but I do want to see it done one day. But you know, you got to do something to work towards it, and this is ends up being what it is. So, but I'm probably gonna. I don't even know if I'll even have enough dirt, honestly, for a whole lot. I want to get like a rough like outline of like the different like layers that I was talking about for that mountain range, but I don't think 9 shulker boxes of dirt will cover me, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna place all of it in another day. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Here we go. But yeah, maybe I should look into having a dirt farm, honestly. I know they exist, but maybe for day 2000, I might like just say fuck it and just kind of like really start doing shit that I normally haven't done. Like I've been against like doing TNT duping and things like that, or like I don't even know what my world seed is for chunk base, but maybe it is about time I start looking into doing stuff like that, because it's been a long time. It was more for the start of the game when I like wouldn't be able to like spoil myself on like anything where anything is. But honestly, now I think it's about time that I like start considering, you know, doing other stuff with it. So who knows? But well, we'll see. Fuck, I left that in the right. I left that in the double chest over here. I need this. Take these back. Here we go. Of course, the elytra and fireworks are broken, so. But yeah, Minecraft isn't inherently hard. It's just a lot of infrastructure and like shit like that at first for me personally, and then once you get all that stuff set up, you've got a lot more resources to build a lot cooler shit. Like this wheat farm, for example. I actually used 2 netherite hoes to make this thing. They had Unbreaking 3 and like mending and all that, so they weren't ever really gonna break, but they did lose a lot of durability. And it took quite a long time to actually flatten it out to get it ready. But and like this shit too, this took a very long time to do, but it is worth it. Looks very cool. I'm happy with it. And this is intentional. It's gonna be a cave at some point that peeks out to the other side. But the main thing is expanding the dirt roads out here, or not roads, just expanding the dirt out here to just be better. I'm gonna have to do that at some point, and it takes a lot of time, but it's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's quite a lot of shit. It took like 20 to 30 hours, I want to say, just for this mountain. And it's not even close to done yet, too. It's like it's a canyon on the inside where my actual base is, but on the outside it's gonna look like a traditional mountain, hopefully. But getting the materials for it is honestly the hardest part, because placing it down isn't too bad, but the material cost is, oh man. The only thing I was able to really farm were the low lichen and the moss, and even then, they still took quite a lot of. They took a lot of time to actually get. So I made this tree too. I like this tree. This tree's pretty cool. It's got my whole enchantment set up in here now, and a couple of other niche things, and even my old like potion setup is in here, and it's expanded, so it's actually pretty cool. And it's got some extra storage. It's a nice little thing, you know. Like this is a nice small build. Got some frog lights. It looks nice at night and all that. And I actually am really happy with this tree. And this actually leads down to my amethyst geo that I just have under my base. This was going to be useful, but it's not going to be useful anymore. But I've never lost a world I really love, because this is like one of the only hardcore ones I've ever done. Of course, I did that other one today, but you know, died in that one. But have enough time to lose it. So, but no, I haven't inherently lost any worlds that I've really cared about, honestly, because I've only just started playing hardcore like earlier, like last year, I believe. And three of them were like worthless. Like, let me see here. I can probably still scroll down and still find them. Yeah, we've got like a couple of them that are hardcore, but they were like barely loaded, and they haven't been touched in a year and a half. Um, so they're kind of just there. But then we've got this one here, which also was barely loaded. This was actually the only other one that actually has progress in it. Because this was a practice world that I made for 1.18, because this was started in 1.17, and this is before I was going to do Twitch. So I wanted to like practice hardcore, and I had heard like how hard it was supposedly. The answer is no, it really wasn't. It wasn't very hard. Like I've got full netherite here and all that, all the good gear, all the perfect armor, yada yada. This is before Swift Sneak existed too. But I've got perfect armor, tools, everything you could ever want. I've got it on here. Um, and I've got a small little base. It's fine. I mean, I do like that I actually did use different blocks, but it's definitely very like rough and unfinished. And then I had a little cobblestone like generator here, and it's just a mess, is what it is. But it's only got 270 days in it for what it's worth. It's actually not too bad. But yeah. See, this is how you actually live. Spoiler alert. And I was in the middle of building a house and I never finished. But basically, I saw that this was a kind of flat-ish part of the plains, and it was close to a village. It's out in the distance. So what I ended up doing basically was I haven't made my shield. That's crazy. What I ended up doing basically was just picking a flat part that I enjoyed, and then I walled it off with like two walls, like 2 blocks high of cobblestone walls, and then slabs, which just means spiders can't climb over it. And then you just make sure there's enough space from like any other higher terrain so nothing can just jump over it for the most part. I still could, of course, because beacon and also like you know shit like that, but nothing else really can because they can't even run. So, but yeah, hardcore is not too bad. All you do is you get a ton of cobble, you make a ton of cobblestone walls, you wall everything off, and then you just fucking put down a ton of torches inside of the wall so that way everything's lit up. And once everything's lit up, you're safe. Nothing outside comes to kill you because it fucking can't, and then you have enough space inside for your basic farms, your little house, whatever the hell you need. You've got the space for it. And that's pretty much it, honestly. It's really not too bad. Like this is just a good little starter base just to get set up with basic materials, and then I have a villager area over there that I'd use. That was pretty useful. It still is, but I don't really use it. My horse still here? He is. He's a dumbass, but it's a nice little place. It's fine. This was like a year and a half ago when I like actually like pretty much stopped playing it completely. I only pop in to show it off every now and then, but that's a nice little world. That's gonna do it for me today. Honestly, I'm getting pretty tired, and it's been an hour and a half, and I'm hungry. I have not exactly had any food today, and it's almost 12, so I gotta go eat. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again. And good luck on your Twitch streaming, Apple Juice.